So Wednesday, July 30, 2014, 11:45 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Internet still down. It's just a verified date. I'm on Democracy Now! This morning. So what's happening is, I talked about this whole concept of you can tell the difference between when if it's all red, then that means someone unplugs the cable, because I'm plugged in right here. The box is plugged in. The other night, this was all red, which means someone went to the box, because this was plugged in. Someone went to the box in the lock cupboard and then unplugged the cable. This is when you're trying to reset it, and what happens is the ether, the network, and the ISP. Okay, this is Time Warner cable. What's coming up here is a different IP address that doesn't belong, and a guest. You have to have a password. Okay, I believe now that this password is what these perpetrators are logging into. The reason why there was something interesting is because 705-707, the building manager asked this woman, and she said, oh, they're sending a technician out here. Now, why would a woman that has nothing to do with 901 be talking about a technician coming out here? This is what's coming up. That is not Time Warner. That is something when you go to a hotel or someone is accessing something in order to get through this network. This is what's happening here. Oh, now it's just up. Now it's finally up. They got it to work. But it's too late, because this is captured. What first came up, but it appears that they just finally rebooted it again, or they should have. No, see, you can't get in. Let me repeat that. So I'm going to, let's just do Safari, new window. And it's coming up with this guest access at this IP. That shouldn't be happening because this is Time Warner. Let's try Firefox. And this is what's coming up here. There's nothing. Now, it was working because I was watching Democracy Now! And it loaded. So that's because it's already, the video portion of it had already loaded. So it's Wednesday, July 30, 2014, 14:31 Pacific Daylight Time. So the rental agent says that it's the router and the Wi-Fi router and the modem. But that's not true, because you see, when you have a connection right there, it's plugged in, it's communicating. The settings, the ISP, what's happening is there is a direct interference through the line. This is communicating in this room with the box that's out on the other side of the building. That is not the issue. The issue is this jamming that's going on here. And the other... So Wednesday, July 30th, 2014, 14:45, they're always messing with your internet. This is to show right here on the airport or the wireless that there's a signal strength. It tells you how the strength of your signal is depending on how the bars are. That's saying that the Wi-Fi router has a connection. The problem is it's not feeding anything. I'm coming up with blank, okay? Don't even let me do the diagnostic. Oh, here it is, it just came up. This portion, airport, connection. That's why you have that, okay? So let's continue, and we'll change it to ether. Same thing. Ether, okay? Connection, nothing. You see that? So let's go back. So what I'm saying is that the wireless router and the cable modem, that's not the problem. The problem is this right here. Should have. No, see, you can't get in. Let me repeat that. So I'm going to, let's just do Safari, new window. And it's coming up with this guest access at this IP. That shouldn't be happening because this is Time Warner.